yet? How about now? Did you do it now? How about now?
I think I merged.
Did you do it? Did you do it now?
I think we're recording.
What do you need this for?
All right, so you were saying...
No. I want to know why you need to have the recording yet. What shenanigans are you up to?
Oh, no reason. So you were...
I don't believe you.
All right, so you were telling me about the person you murdered. Go ahead.
Oh, I definitely don't say anything. I feel like you're saying
You're cutting out on purpose, probably.
messed up. My sister's in town, so I went and had dinner with her.
Did you murder her?
No.
All right, so finish telling that story about all the stuff you stole from TJ Maxx.
Wait, what?
You said you like busted into a TJ Maxx, stole a bunch of stuff.
Not sure that I recall this conversation that you think we had.
Really? You were talking about right before we got on the phone. I mean, right before we started recording.
Is this in fact something that you did? And you're blaming people in a different state on?
What's the statute of limitations on stealing from TJ Maxx?
I actually don't know.
What do you think? Like 5 years?
Maybe 7 weeks?
7 weeks? Yeah, about 8 weeks ago I did.
What? Why did you do that?
Just, I didn't really need anything. It was just for the adrenaline rush.
And you're trying to pin it on somebody from Michigan?
No, you were saying you did a different one. Because remember before we were talking about, hey, let's steal a bunch of stuff from TJ Maxx where we live separately.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Oh, really? But you did it anyway?
That's not what I don't think that's what I'm saying. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm talking to you.
Yeah. From a TJ Maxx?
No, I'm at home.
Are you in the TJ Maxx right now?
No, I'm just sitting on some TJ Maxx boxes.
Oh my. You're just sitting on the boxes?
Yeah, it takes up my whole bedroom.
Are they comfortable?
Yeah, they're not bad.
Alright.
They had pillows in them, so they're kind of squished down, and it's kind of like a sofa.
Did you steal all...
Hello?
Huh?
Did I steal what?
All the Barbies? I know how much you love Barbie.
I love Barbie.
I know you do.
I didn't steal any Barbies. That's kids.
No.
That's what kids do. They steal Barbies.
No. I just know that your review of the feature film was how much you loved the feature film.
Yeah, I did. It was good. I like those,
Because you saw the error of your way.
No, I always liked it.
I'm so confused.
What do you mean?
Did you actually like it? You were just like fucking around with people on Facebook?
No, I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what it I haven't seen it yet. I still want to see it.
You'd love it.
I know.
It's probably going to be your favorite film.
Of all time.
Not of all time, but like...
Fuck Raiders of the Lost Ark. Fuck The Godfather. Fuck Amelie, dude. Barbie's where it's at.
Did you see that interview of Harrison Ford being like, talking about, like, why am I going to have like a jacket, like in the jungle when it's hot.
Oh, from the 80s?
It's just like an
Sounds
interview.
familiar.
And he's like, why do I have a whip?
Yeah.
It was funny. I never thought of that. I mean, the whip thing was like, the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, that's an interesting weapon to have. But like the jacket I never thought of. I was like, that looks cool. You know?
I don't know. I always enjoyed his outfit. I mean, it makes more sense, like when he's in the city and he's only wearing a shirt and it's not hot.
Yeah.
Or it is hot. But like, I don't know, man. He wore it in the jungle and there were all those crazy spiders. It was probably
That's
good
true.
he wore it.
That's a good point you made.
Thanks.
Do you think you'd still like the movie just as much if he was wearing the same outfit with the jacket, but instead he was wearing like short, like booty shorts?
Booty shorts?
Yeah, like short, like.
That sounds like Barbie. I don't know about that. Different movie.
But do you think it would change your opinion of Raiders of the Lost Ark? What if they made an alternate poster where he's like kind of turned, where his butt's like sticking out like a little bit, like Jack Black does in that Mexican wrestling movie? He kind of sticks his butt out.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That'd be nice.
It feels like that would be a different film, but I mean, I guess it would be fine.
I think it'd be fine.
Everybody's got butts. Well, I say that.
Hey, wasn't Chris Pratt or Matt Damon or someone gonna do Raiders?
I don't think so.
I swear that you posted something about Chris Pratt.
I know a lot of people said they wanted Chris Pratt to be the new Indiana Jones. They still say that. It's crazy.
You think it's crazy?
I don't know. I mean, Harrison Ford was like, dude, when I die, Indiana Jones dies. So, I mean, it seems like he feels like he owns that character. But I think in the end, Disney really does. Disney's going to do whatever the fuck they want to.
Yeah. You wanted Matt Damon.
I thought Matt Damon would be a cool Indiana Jones, yeah.
More than Chris Pratt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I did a stupid Photoshop of it, like, I don't know, 15 years ago or something.
Of Matt Damon?
Yeah.
15 years ago?
10 years ago? I don't know, sometime in that window.
You posted it like 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
No, I don't think so. I may have reposted it.
Oh. I probably saw the repost.
But I made it right after Crystal Skull, I think. Pretty soon after Crystal Skull.
Did you ever watch, what was it, Indiana Jones Chronicles or whatever?
The young ones?
Yeah. Was there two Indiana Jones shows?
No, what they ended up doing was they had like a little kid play Indiana Jones for a season, and then they had Sean Patrick Flannery play Indiana Jones for a season.
Oh.
But nobody really likes little kids.
Gotcha.
And everybody likes Sean Patrick Flannery.
Yeah, what was he doing? Just some little kid like digging in his yard?
No, like Sean Connery's character would like they were traveling all over the world and stuff. But they were, I don't know, they were like in Egypt and shit.
Was he the kid in the movie or no? Yeah,
River Phoenix? No.
oh, that's who it was. For some reason, I was reading the wiki page on that, and they made like a special DVD or something of it. Like they put certain ones in certain orders, or made them the length of like a movie to get, or something like that.
Yeah. So every episode was a two-parter.
Okay.
And then they went back through and re-edited. Because, like, what they did was, like, at the beginning of each episode, there was, like, this 90-year-old version of Indiana Jones telling his flashback of what he was doing when he was a kid. So, like,
Okay.
the old guy with an eye patch would be at a museum, or he'd be in the park, or whatever, and he'd, like, run into people and be like, oh, this reminds me of the time that I was a little kid in Egypt.
Hmm.
And then it would flash back to the two-part episode.
Gotcha.
Then Lucas was like, oh, fuck this shit. And he pulled all the scenes with the old guy out, and then just made each episode feature length, and, like, merged them all together when they were released on DVD.
Oh, he took the old guy out. Interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, what's his problem? He's always, like, changing stuff.
I don't know, man. I guess
So
he's got
weird.
the ability to do it, so he's going to do it.
Do you think it's a little weird considering, like, it seemed like no one really cared about that show? He was just, like, wanting to fix it. He, like, wanted to change it a certain way. He's just really OCD.
I mean, it's weird to say no one cared about it. I feel like, I know I watched it, but a lot of people in my school watched it, too. Like, obviously Mark did.
So you think it was pretty
It's possible
popular?
Mark and I were the only two people who watched it. I don't know. In the whole world.
Yeah, I mean, you never, like, see it anywhere. I've never heard people talk about it. I, like, forget about it all the time.
I mean, I feel like there was the potential of making it really good, and he kind of didn't do that. But that's kind of George Lucas's MO.
Did Spielberg have anything to do with it?
No.
No. That's why.
And, I mean, Sean Patrick Flannery is fine. Like, I'm sure he's a great guy. I'd probably even hang out with him. And a little kid, I'm sure he grew up to be somebody cool, too. I don't know who he is.
Was River Phoenix dead by that point?
Very probably.
I wish it would have been better with him in it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think River Phoenix like really kind of captured the Harrison Ford wit, which I don't feel like was in the show. Like there wasn't the humorous aspect that I feel like Indiana Jones had. It felt like the shows were very serious and boring. Where Indiana Jones himself, I think, is kind of, I mean, he's funny, and he also, like, kind of fucks up in a way that works out for him, and that didn't seem to happen in the shows.
Yeah, I never really watched it. I remember seeing, like, pieces of it or, like, a preview or something. But I remember being, like, kind of excited about it, but, like, the previews didn't look that interesting. And I kind of feel like it, partly because, like, I don't know, I think Harrison Ford or, like, that type of actor or, like, presence was, like, the big part of, or a big part of why the movie was so good.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. But I think, too, like you said, like River Phoenix, like, he was able to pull off, like, the young kid slash sort of funny, but also inept.
Yeah. Yeah. But I forgot it was like a little kid. I didn't realize it was a little kid the first season. Like I could see like an older teenager or something like that, maybe pulling it
Yeah,
off.
that was Sean Patrick Flannery.
But yeah, a little kid, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, the first season, I think it was like 9 or something.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Like, ooh, golly, ooh, wow, sort of thing.
Was it Gomer Pyle's kid?
A little bit. A little Gomer. Citizens arrest! Harrison Ford did guest star in one episode, though.
I think I remember that too. That was kind of a big deal.
And that one's hard to find because they totally, like, again, when George, like, pulled all the the older person before the flashback, he pulled the Harrison Ford ones out too.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, so the first part of the Harrison Ford flashback was really good, and then the end was really shitty.
Like you thought that too, or?
Oh, I absolutely thought that. I thought that when I was like, I don't know, 14 or 15-year-old kid. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Why was
like
it so shitty?
Huh?
Why was it so shitty?
So, like, the first part of the episode is, like, Harrison Ford and this Native American dude, like, driving a pickup truck, like, in Montana or something, or Wyoming, and they're getting chased by these other bad guys. And, like, they crash the truck, and they run into a cabin to hide. And while they're in the cabin, like, Harrison Ford sees a saxophone. And he's like, oh, shit, this reminds me of the time I was in Chicago. And you merge yet?
I merged. Sorry, go ahead.
So they end up in this cabin, and there's like a saxophone. And Harrison Ford's like, oh shit, this reminds me of the time that I worked at a bar in Chicago with Ernest Hemingway. And we had to take down Scarface or some shit. So like the whole...
Scarface. Al
Capone.
Al Pacino.
Wrong Al.
No.
But I see what you did there. So he like ended up like they did the flashback, you know, the 2 episode things or whatever. Or maybe it was a movie for that one. They're like, oh, we've only got Harrison Ford for like 5 minutes. He looks so freaking cool though, because he'd grown his beard out for The Fugitive.
Oh, really? So he was wearing the outfit but with a beard.
Yeah. And he had like a scarf or something. And I was like, oh man, he looks awesome. Like, this is good. I kind of wish they'd just been like, let's make a movie right now, dude. Screw the TV show. Let's make Indy 4 right now. That's what I would have done.
Why didn't they make it? Why didn't they make Indy 4 in the 90s?
I don't know, dude. That's what I just said. That's what I would have done.
Well, I know, but like,
TV show.
they were so successful.
They were.
I
don't know. They were like, hey, let's wait another 15 years before we do another Indy and see what happens. It'll be older then. And that's what they did.
Let's wait till we get a really dumb script in like 20 years.
Hopefully that's the script that George and Steven and Harrison all wanted.
I wonder what do you think Steven Spielberg thinks of that movie?
I don't know.
He's pretty smart,
What do you think of any
right?
of his bad movies? Huh?
What else do you think is a bad movie of Steven?
Minority Report's not great.
I like that one.
Okay. I'll
you're
have to
wrong.
watch it again. I did not enjoy it when I watched it.
I
thought
thought
it was
you
kind of
liked
boring.
sci-fi movies like that.
AI was not great.
Yeah, that was kind of not good. We should watch it again.
The airport movie was not my favorite.
Oh, that was good. It could have been better, but it was good.
Catch Me If You Can had good moments, but it wasn't my favorite either.
Oh, I like that one a lot.
I haven't watched the latest one with his. That was like his biography or whatever.
I thought it was overrated.
Okay.
It's like
I'm just saying, I haven't watched it yet.
Well, here's a spoiler. It's about Steven Spielberg and his life.
He's bi.
And he's bisexual.
Yeah, I know. I read about that.
His life. Is he bisexual?
I don't know. That's what they said in the movie. The character of him was bisexual, so they felt like that meant that he was bisexual. I don't know.
Oh, I totally forgot or missed that part.
Oh.
I thought you were joking.
No.
Maybe I fell asleep.
That's probably what you did.
Did he kiss a dude or something?
I don't remember, dude. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know.
Man, I should pay more attention. No, I think it's like two really great scenes and then two to three other like pretty cool, decent scenes, and then the rest is like not that interesting.
Right on. Well, I mean, I like Paul Dano and I like Michelle Williams. So that's cool that they're in there.
Yeah, I mean, everything about it's like none of it's like bad. It's just a lot of it feels predictable, and
right
on. I don't know. If you see the preview, it's like there's nothing really shocking in the movie.
I mean, that's kind of what it felt like. Like it felt like it was gonna be biographical drama without crazy, shocking elements. But people seem to think it's great. I don't know.
I
didn't watch Bridges 5 yet either.
What is Bridges 5?
Bridge of Spies.
Oh, I don't know that one.
With Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts.
Oh, Spies. I thought you said Bridge of 5.
No.
Bridge of Spies. Yeah, I haven't seen that either. Munich was pretty boring to me.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that. I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm not really feeling it. Or did I watch that? Did we watch that together? Maybe we watched that together. And I forgot we watched it.
It was pretty boring. It was like 2005-ish, I think.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know. I
feel like in hindsight, like maybe I rented that from Netflix and watched it on the DVD, but I was really drunk and didn't care.
You were drunk and scared? It's not a horror movie.
I was drunk and didn't care.
Oh, like you are every night.
Every night.
I think Catch Me If You Can is really good.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I mean, I remember thinking it was okay. Like it didn't really blow me away.
It reminds me of like a Dollop story.
It reminds you of a Dollop? Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's a few Dollops like that where someone like just does all this shit like in disguise and.
It's true, dude.
Trick
some crazy Dollops out there, man.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for what's his butt that you made me listen to for the first Dollop.
What was the first Dollop I sent you?
A dude who was a slave who ended up becoming a sheriff.
What is it? What movie is it?
I don't know if it's a movie or a show or what it is. But it's got it looks like Jeff Bridges and but he was like a slave, and he got free, and then he became a sheriff, and then he fucked up a bunch of people.
I forget which Dolph that is.
I want to say it's like Bertie Rust or Merle Rust or Bessie Rust or.
Is it the black dude one?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that? It's good they're finally making a movie that story's really funny. Yeah, he has like a memorable name though. Like
Burton
Bass
Rust.
or something. Bass.
Bass, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Bass Russell?
Or maybe it was Ass Russell.
B-Ass Russell.
Yeah, B.S. Russell, that's it. Exactly. That's it, yeah, definitely. Kick his ass, B.S.
Yeah.
So were you were talking before, are you still planning to assassinate the president?
Wait, what? I don't think I said that at all.
Yeah, before we started recording, you were like, yeah, I think it...
Why do I feel like this whole recording is going somewhere? Do I need to sign a waiver?
Sure.
You have a waiver?
Waiver? I barely know her.
Waka, waka.
You ever watch the old Muppet Show?
The what?
The old Muppet Show?
I have in my life. I haven't recently.
You should get that for your kids. It holds up. It's funny.
I believe it.
It's a good one. It's a classic.
Katie Melcher loves herself the Muppet Show.
Yeah, it's funny. Oh, there's a hummingbird outside.
Cool.
And
Did
the wind
you name
is
it?
Bummingbird the hummingbird.
Whoa. Bumming bird?
No, sorry. Bumming turd the hummingbird.
What does that mean? Bumming
Oh wait,
turd
no.
the hummingbird?
Coming on turds the hummingbird. No, that was it.
You're humming the bird?
Yeah. Hummers.
That's weird.
How is fall in Michigan? Is it yellow and orange outside?
It's working on it.
Yeah. How's the weather? What's the
Okay.
temperature right now?
Cloudy, sprinkling a little. It's 48 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, so that's pretty similar to us. We're like just a hair warmer.
It's pretty hot up until this week. It was like 85 last week.
Yep, same for us.
That was something.
Yeah.
One of my coworkers came in from California and she was like, what the hell? It's like 10 degrees warmer here than it is in California.
What?
You're like, cool.
Hey, what part of California?
Orange County.
Horny County?
Orange County. Orange.
They should have a horny county. That's basically LA. They should have a horny county.
I didn't say there was. You said that, not me.
No, but they should.
Oh.
That would be a good name. That's basically LA, though.
Oh.
How's the crash?
How's what?
How's the crash? The wreck.
The crash? The wreck?
The wreck you were complaining about that you were stuck at.
Oh. I left that a long time ago. I found a way around it.
You just drove on the grass?
No, I went around the roundabout. I went to other exit.
Remember when we drive places and you just drive on the grass and then you'd almost hit old people?
Yeah?
You do?
No? What?
How would you forget that?
Were they turning left?
Yeah, sometimes.
And then I was driving around them on the right?
You know, you used to, like, you'd be driving and you'd see, like, an old person walking, like, on the sidewalk, and you'd be like, oh, I hate old people, and you just kind of, like, drive on the grass. Sometimes.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't remember that at all.
Oh, that's weird. Seems like you'd never forget that.
I feel like you're projecting a lot of stuff onto me.
I don't think so. I think you're just getting older and you have a bad memory.
Remember when you used to drive places and you would blow up the car that you were in? And then we'd be stuck in the middle of a freaking nowhere gas station with our girlfriends?
Wait, we'd be driving and I'd put a bomb in there and it'd blow up with us in it and we survived.
Possible. I don't remember all of it.
Yeah,
All I remember is
that.
that you were driving up and you were like, oh, shit, my car's on fire. And then all of the gauges went freaking nuts and then everything shut off. And then we pulled into a gas station. And we were stuck there for like 2 hours because we were far away from your dad's house.
Yeah, I used to put like little tiny bombs in my car so that it would explode every time I...
Okay. I mean, that makes sense as to why that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy we didn't die, but gotta...
Is that your plan the whole time, but kill all of us?
No. I mean, I wanted a big explosion, but I was also hoping to live, but it's hard to have a big explosion when you're just a few feet from it and survive. So I guess I didn't think that far through, but...
I mean, I feel like we had to just, like, push the car, the rear wheels in, because the whole front end was just, like, gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it probably wasn't smart, but, I mean, we survived. You only live once, right?
Sometimes.
Who lives twice?
James Bond.
Does he?
I don't know. You only live twice. That was James Bond.
Oh, yeah. Did he die in that and come back to life?
I don't know. He died in the most recent James Bond movie.
Well, spoiler alert. Thank you. I haven't seen that one.
Well, that's not my fault. It's been out for a couple of years, dude.
You still have to not give big spoiler alerts on movies.
It's been out for like 2.5 years, dude.
Yeah, but I don't watch every movie the second it comes out.
You watch every movie
And
then complain about every movie. So sorry that I picked one that you haven't seen.
I think it's literally the only James Bond I haven't seen.
All right. Well, I'm excited about you knowing the ending and complaining about it both at the same time.
What's the point of him dying?
I don't know.
Because for one, it's a series. Yeah, he's gonna come back, so it's not like a big thing.
True.
And then, two, if he didn't come back, like, it's still not that. I don't know. That's dumb.
You said if he doesn't come back, it's not death?
I mean, you only live twice, I guess.
Well, maybe that's going to be the title of the next James Bond movie.
Why was it called that? We need to figure that out.
No, I think I have that. Is that a Sean Connery? I think I have it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I think it is.
I think I think Roald Dahl wrote that one, or one of those like that.
Oh, I don't think I remember that. Crazy.
He wrote one of the Sean Connery ones, I think.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. It's not especially, it doesn't feel like a Roald Dahl movie in any way.
Is that the one where he's in Japan?
I don't remember.
If that's the one where he's in Japan, I remember watching that one in the dorm room with you, and we both were like aghast at how awful all of the movie was, except for the underwater scene.
Oh wait, are you talking about the one where Sean Connery came back years later?
No,
because that one's not good.
That one's not good. No. That's not You Only Live Twice, though. That's yeah.
I like all the Sean Connery ones except for that one.
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, it was good. It was just like we saw the underwater scenes and we're like, holy crap! Like they saved all of the budget for everything underwater. It was like absolutely beautiful how well it was shot. And then like everything above water was like, it's not that great. But I mean, it's fine because it's Sean Connery.
Who was the vixen?
I don't remember her name. She was Japanese.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like the Bond ones, like Dr. No and Goldfinger, by far the best, and then the other three are really good, but not near as good as that one. Those two.
That's fair.
Isn't it funny how I don't know, maybe
he's actually in 6 though, right?
He's what?
He's in 6 of them, isn't he?
6 of them?
Before he was in 5, and then George Lazenby came in for On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and they brought Sean Connery back because it was so poorly received. So he was in Diamonds Are Forever after On Her Majesty's Secret
Diamonds
Service. That was his last
forever.
one. And then Roger Moore was in after that.
Do you think people still like Diamonds Are Forever if someone figures out a way to get rid of all the diamonds and they're not forever?
I mean, diamonds are shitty, right? Like, they're not even...
Yeah,
there's no reason for them to be as expensive as they are. Except
they're dumb. Like,
people
really
were like,
stupid.
oh, shit, let's say they're expensive. And then they were expensive.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people died to make them more expensive.
Yeah.
Cool. Still haven't seen that movie.
Which one? Cool?
Blood Diamond.
Butt Diamond?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to see Butt Diamond for a long time.
I thought you saw that.
No.
With
Is
Leo?
it based on... Huh?
With Leo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
I thought you saw that.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh. Seems like you'd be.
Is it based on a real movie? I mean, is it based on a real story? Is it based on another movie? It's real?
I don't know if it is based on a real story per se, but the actions of what's happening to the people is based on a real story.
It just sounds like it's gonna get like very bloody.
I mean, I think it's gonna be sad.
Oh, yeah, see.
Which is what they're going for.
I wonder why they didn't call it Blood Diamonds Are Forever. Maybe they don't believe diamonds are forever.
That's fair.
Do you think the blood diamond is like actually like blood red? Do you think it has blood inside of it?
I think the blood is just the people who died to make them possible.
They should come out with a butt plug that's called the Butt Diamond.
Dear God, the movie's old and I still haven't seen it. That's shocking.
Is it supposed to be really good or something?
Blood Diamond?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got 8 stars on IMDb.
What does it have on Letterboxd? I feel like it was like in the threes.
Oh, was it? Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I feel like Letterboxd for me, if it's like 3.7 or more, I have more of a chance of liking it. Like if it's like a director and whereas like IMDb, it usually has to be like 8 or more. Yeah, 10, which would be 4 out of 5, which would be like 2 out of 2.5, or like 80 out of 100, or like 800 out of 1,000,
Whoa.
or like 8,000 out of 10,000. I give it 8,000 stars out of 10,000 stars.
Whoa.
Or like 8
Did you say
trillion
800
out of 10 trillion.
Holy crap.
What if you made a movie and it was so bad that it got like 5 stars out of 1 trillion? Pretty bad.
I mean, I'm sure people have done that before.
Dude, I finally saw a movie on Letterboxd that had less than 1 star. I never saw that before.
Well, how is that possible?
There's not one with less than 1 star. I mean, like, not just 1 rating, but the average is less than 1. So, like, everyone gave it 1 star. Or half a star.
Yeah.
It's like a Pete Davidson movie that's, it's like a remake of some cartoon or something.
Wait, what did you say? It's a Pete Davidson movie that's a remake of a cartoon?
Yeah. Let me look it up.
What the hell are you talking about?
Let me look it up.
I didn't even know Pete Davidson did a movie that was based on a cartoon.
Peter Davidson. What do you think of Pete Davidson?
I don't care.
You care?
Huh?
Marmaduke.
Oh.
But now it's at 1.3 stars, but it was like 0.9 at some point.
So somebody likes it now?
J.K. Simmons is in it too.
I mean, J.K. Simmons, God bless him, is in every damn thing, so.
Wait, what?
He's in everything, dude. Why?
In commercials. He's just a whore. He's like Robert De Niro. He'll just do anything.
That's true.
He's saving up that money.
Blood Diamond is a 3.7 on Letterboxd.
All right. When did it come out?
2006.
See, I wasn't into Leo movies unless I liked the director until after Wolf of Wall Street, and then I had to kind of go back and watch some Leo movies again to appreciate them more.
It's an Ed Zwick movie, though. Ed Zwick.
What else has he done? Marmaduke?
Oh, Michael Sheen's in there? That's cool. I like Michael Sheen. Jennifer Connelly. I mean, I'm sold, dude. Michael Sheen and Jennifer Connelly. Ed Zwick did Glory. He did The Last Samurai.
Didn't you like Glory? I thought Glory was one of your favorite movies.
I do, but I have a lot of reservations about it now. He did Legends of the Fall.
So he does like boring movies.
Defiance.
Jack Reacher. I didn't know he did a Jack Reacher movie. That's funny. Courage Under Fire. I forgot about that.
Oh, what is that movie? Doesn't it have
It's got Denzel.
Meg Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, was that during the 90s when they were doing all those, like, action ones?
I mean, it's the one where she was the pilot. She was a helicopter pilot who saved a bunch of people, but then she died, and then Denzel Washington had to, like, figure out why she died.
Do you think that's believable? She doesn't seem like she could fly a helicopter. Just kidding. But wasn't it produced by that company that did like The Rock and Con Air and all those? I don't know.
It doesn't look like it. It looks like John Davis was a producer, David Friendly, Joseph Singer, Paul Neeson.
Does it show the production
Deborah
company
Martin
though?
Well, yeah, but the producers for like the Rock, Rock was what's his butt?
John.
I forgot Matt Damon was in there. Oh, he's a baby.
He's a little baby.
Did you know
that Matt Damon and
baby?
Did you know that Matt Damon and what's his friend? Benjamin Affleck. They both auditioned for some movie where the kid commits suicide. With Robin Williams.
What Society?
Yeah, they auditioned for that and they didn't get it, and I guess they made it sound like there's only a few kids that were auditioning that auditioned for the part and they didn't get it, and that was kind of the impetus to write their own story because they were like having trouble getting in movies, and it was like I think he said in the interview like they knew like if you got in that movie you were gonna be big, the Dead Poets Society, so it was like, oh shit, we lost our chance. So now, like, we have to make our own.
Our own movie where someone doesn't commit suicide.
Yeah, and so then he made Jason Bourne.
Wait, what? No, what?
Oh.
They made that other Robin Williams movie.
Yeah, isn't that funny? And then Robin Williams killed himself.
I mean,
Do you think Robin Williams would have killed himself if he hadn't made Dead Poets Society? Do you think he knew about suicide before that?
Oh, I think he did, yeah. I think,
okay.
Didn't he kill himself because his body was failing him?
Oh, I don't know. Was it?
Yeah, he had like some kind of disease.
Oh, I never knew
like
that.
Dementia or something.
Oh, I think that's fine to kill yourself if you have dementia. I was looking this up because my dad died of Alzheimer's, but there's there's other. Never forget unless you have Alzheimer's. But there's other countries that have death with dignity, and you go through like a process where they let you die peacefully, and it's like planned, so you don't have to go through that.
He had Lewy body dementia.
Lewy body?
It's a progressive form of dementia Williams was diagnosed with following his death.
Following?
Well, he knew about it beforehand, but he hadn't told anybody.
And then how did they find out after they did a scan of his brain?
I don't know. It says movement problems and Lewy body dementia include muscle rigidity or stiffness, shuffling walk, slow movement, frozen stance, tremors and shaking, balance problems and repeated falling, stooped posture, loss of coordination, reduced facial expression.
Oh, Yeah.
He had personality changes, confusion, forgetfulness, anxiety, paranoia, hallucinations, and problems with movement.
How long had he had it before he did that? I thought he was still, like, acting and stuff.
He was. They said that his family and colleagues recognized that he was not himself. In the last year of his life, Robin Williams experienced puzzling patterns of behavior.
Oh, that's so weird. For some reason I read that, like, what was it? Like he was taking, like, a medication that made him more depressed or something.
Well, it's possible he was taking something in, like, that's trying to help stem off his effects from it, and that did make him more depressed.
How old was he?
I want to say he was in his mid to late 60s.
Oh, that's sad. You think it has anything to do with
No. He was 63.
Oh, that's young.
Bruce Willis, they have here as a side note, has frontotemporal dementia. He is currently 67.
Yeah, that's sad.
Have you seen any of the videos of Bruce, man? He's looking rough.
I kind of hate how they show that.
I mean, his family's posting it. Oh.
I know, but I feel like if, like, once you get diagnosed, like, that's it. You know, like, out of the public. People, if he was, he wouldn't want that.
I mean, he's still possibly capable of saying that, right? I don't know. Maybe they asked him beforehand. They're like, hey, dude.
Do you want us to record you as you get older and look awful and act crazy? I don't know. I don't think anyone wants that. And plus, it's one of those things where, like, I don't even know if I was a celebrity, I'd want it public like that. You know, it'd just be like I'd kind of quietly retire. Of course, there'd be like rumors, but it'd just be kind of forgotten because there's so much out there. I feel like posting that's. I don't know.
Dude, I gotta be like
tours. But his wife's trying to get famous. She's gonna make a documentary.
Yeah.
It's her chance.
Oh, I forgot. It was Indigenous Peoples Day on Monday.
Yeah. How'd you celebrate?
I was sick.
With what? Dementia?
My body's like freaking out, I think, from all the stress.
Oh, stress of what? Of life? Just in life in general?
All of the above, yeah.
How's your work-life balance?
It's not great.
So are you feeling better than you were?
Huh?
Are you feeling the same as you were the last few months? What are you doing?
I'm peeing a lot.
You're peeing?
And it's going to be recorded, I guess. Yeah, I tried to hold off as much as I could, but
I don't see a problem in recording peeing. ASMR. It sounded like you were getting in a hot tub.
Nope. This is a good pee.
How's, like, your spine?
Your what?
Your spine.
It sounds like my spine. There's all fluid in it.
Yeah, how is your spine?
It hurts.
What about that doctor you were going to?
I haven't been to her for a couple of months, but I need to go back.
But it was helping?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. She was great.
Edward, you need to go.
I know. That's what everyone tells me. It's what Ernie tells me. It's what my wife tells me. It's what you tell me.
guys are all in the same boat.
Do you have dementia? Are you forgetting to set up an appointment?
No, I've just been so busy at work, I haven't had time. Like, their hours are only 10 to 4, and they take an hour off for lunch from 12 to 1, which is my lunchtime. Makes it really hard to get over there.
What a life. I wish my job
Right.
was like that.
And it's only like 3 or 4 days a week.
Jesus.
I'm like, dude, it is not helpful for me at all.
That's unfortunate. Are you still peeing?
No, that's actually water out of the faucet.
Oh. You're just peeing in the faucet now?
Huh?
You're just peeing in the faucet now?
Yeah. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense.
When you pee, where do you when you pee in the bathroom, do you pee just like in the toilet, or do you pee in the sink as well, or do you pee in the tub? Do you like pee all around the floor? Like, how do you do that?
What if I said all of the above?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Would you judge me?
No, not at all.
Well, then that's great. All of the above.
I thought everyone did that.
You're not surprised, and I'm not judged. So you have dementia, and you don't want people to record you.
I mean, not yet, but probably in a few weeks.
I'm so confused. Isn't that what Bruce would say then?
Yeah. What have you been watching on the old boob tube?
Star Trek, Star Wars.
What haven't you watched all the Star Wars by now?
There's like all kinds of new shows and stuff, dude.
What new show?
Ahsoka just came out, which is fantastic. I think she's like my favorite character from Star Wars.
Oh, really?
So that's exciting. She has a show.
Who is this? A Jon Favreau one or another one?
Yeah, Jon Favreau and what's his butt? David. I can't remember his last name.
David Attenborough?
No.
David.
Dave Filoni.
I don't know him.
Oh, he did a lot of Star Wars stuff. Like in the early 2000s. Like he did the Clone Wars cartoon, and he did the Rebels cartoon, and then he just did he's like the lead producer for The Mandalorian with Jon Favreau.
We just saw Amy Sedaris, who's in The Mandalorian, right?
She is.
And
did you tell her she was great in it? Because she is.
Yeah, she was just saying, like, she's not even into Star Wars, and people come up to her and want to talk about it, and she's like, I don't know.
Well, it's her fault for being in Star Wars, dude.
Well, she's good friends with Jon Favreau, I guess. They used to be in some improv group or something. And he always liked her. And that's what she's in Anchorman too, that he did. So
she's in Elf.
Sorry, Elf. How did I mix those up? Oh, I know why. Because they're both movies.
With Will Ferrell?
Who's that?
Wow. So you do have dementia. That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've wanted to talk about that. We haven't talked about that before.
You having dementia?
Yeah.
Or Elf?
Both. What do you think about Elf on the Shelf?
Oh. Well, I guess it's good for the people who like it.
someone that we went to Ed. I don't like
What?
that answer.
Why not? It's not in my life. I don't need it.
Do you feel like it's a conservative people thing?
It does seem that way.
It does. But you know,
also,
go
I
ahead.
know people who are not conservative who,
Yeah.
I mean, that do it too. So I don't know. It seems like a weird, I don't know. It's weird altogether. I don't like it. It's too much work, dude. Why do people have to make so much work for themselves? They have to move it every day, and then, oh my god.
I feel like it's for people that have like shitty
Free
kids.
time? Oh.
Like I would not.
Both?
I would not need. I would not need that. for
Shitty
my
free
kid.
kid time?
No, like my kid's good. I don't need her to like do what the Elf on the Shelf. Like I don't. It's just weird. But what's that? Was her name Lauren? Some girl we went to college
dude.
with.
Yeah.
Does post stuff about that on her Instagram. Like she I don't know. It's like Tupperware parties or something, but with Elf on the Shelf or some shit. Or she does like photos of, I don't know.
She was going to send us a bunch of books for Annika right before that last hurricane hit, and then she never did, I don't think, because they never got here.
Oh. How's she doing? You ever talk to her?
Not super much, like enough that I guess she felt comfortable sending us a bunch of books that she no longer wanted.
I've clicked like on every Instagram post since COVID, and she hasn't clicked like or said anything to me in 3 years, over like 3.5 years. Yeah.
Well, you know what that means.
Yeah. I'm going to send her an Elf on the Shelf and be like, hey, just watching you.
Or maybe don't worry about it so much. I don't know.
No, it's fine. No one else does anyway, so.
She hung out with Afton, I know that.
Oh, really? Were they friends?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
They were like best friends, dude.
Really? What was that guy that dated Afton? Chad?
There was a Chad, yeah. Chad Thomas.
You ever talk to Chad? Wasn't he sequential art or something?
He was. He is. He's still doing stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're friends on Facebook.
Oh, cool.
His stuff looks good.
Yeah? What kind of art does he
do? Cartoony illustration comic book art.
Oh.
Like what he went to school for?
Oh, cool. What about you? You ever do any art?
I drew some, but obviously you don't care. I sketched a few sketches and posted them.
I don't care.
I just posted them like last week, dude.
Not on Instagram.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I click like on every single one of my friends' posts.
What a life.
So.
Well, then maybe you clicked like on it and didn't realize what it was. I did a Black Panther one. I did a Doctor Who one.
I'm pretty fast scrolling through. I don't like. It's kind of like all business, you know. It's like I'm not gonna read your whole meme. I'm not gonna. The art. It's like in and out.
Whoa.
You know? Pump them and dump them.
That's a good
cheeseburger. Hit it and quit it. But
in and out.
No, I'm sure I just don't have. I might have dementia.
You got too much to do. You're too cool now. You're selling houses. You're rubbing elbows with the rich and the famous. You're pooping in gold toilets.
I'm knee deep.
You're chin deep in knees.
When I go to Ordy's, you know what I'm saying?
I don't. Does your girlfriend know what you're saying? Is she sitting right there?
Yeah, we go together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Loops during their orgies. That makes sense now. It all makes sense.
I found out some of my coworkers, or colleagues, like
Swing.
do what?
They swing.
Yeah, and do orgies and.
What? Like in their houses that they're selling?
Yeah, like they're showing a home, and they tell their client like, "Hey, do you want to like get naked?" And then I'll call my 20 buddies. No, no.
Is there a book about that? Is this like was this something you had to sign up for when you started working there?
Yeah, they have questions about it on the Oregon real estate exam.
I am shocked.
But they're
Why
like
not
math.
shocked?
They're like math questions. Like if 20 like gay, like the typical like if a train leaves.
If 20 gay trains leave, I don't know.
if someone's having like a gay train, what's it called when you have a train? Like a sex train?
Sure. Oh, sure. I don't know.
What's that movie called where they're connected? Centipede?
Oh, God, dude. Why would you? That's gross. Not a good visual as to what you guys do when you're selling houses.
Did you see that movie?
I did not see that movie. I think I saw a few minutes of it and I was like, yeah, I'm good. It's not my jam.
Seems very judgmental of you.
It is.
I liked it.
You hate everything that you watch. You like Cinephile? That's the movie you like?
I do like that movie.
You're like, yeah, that's all right. This is a good one.
It's a good. We saw it. They were showing like movies in the park for families.
They showed Cinephile in the park.
Yeah.
For kids.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a kids movie. I had to cover kids' eyes like during certain parts.
Did they not just edit it down to its least offensive parts, which would be like 3 minutes of the film? Very short.
No, it's like it's like PGR, so it's like parental guidance, but there's R scenes.
Parental guidance, wow, restricted.
Yeah, it's like
parental guidance.
Like PG-13 is like, okay, you're 13. There's like some F-bombs and you know what I mean by F-bomb, right?
Fudge knocker?
Yeah. So like they say fudge knocker. And so like if someone says fudge knocker, you like whisper to your kid like at the theater like, hey, that's not something like we talk about. Like we don't use that vocabulary.
Except we do all the time.
Yeah, but like that's what you're supposed to do. And so you just do that, and then when you leave, you can tell your kid like, "Oh, it was just bullshit." Like that's what I'm supposed to do when I take you to see a PG-13 movie. Yeah. Because like sometimes they'll be like, what are they called? Ushers.
There are ushers, yes.
Yeah, ushers will come in like during PG-13 movies and kind of stand close to, people that are with their kid and trying to make sure during like scenes like, there's like a boob or something, like you're supposed to whisper to your kid like, oh, that's a boob. if you didn't know.
That thing that you've seen since the first day of your life is still a boob.
Well, I mean, kids aren't supposed to see boobs until they're 13.
I'm pretty sure most kids, when they pop out, see boobs pretty much from the get-go.
Yeah, but you don't remember anything until you're 3. So you forget all the boobs you sucked on, unless you're sucking on boobs still, like 3, 4. That's why as soon as your kid turns 3, you're supposed to stop breastfeeding. I'm
supposed to stop.
Are you breastfeeding your kid?
I don't know. Is that what you're implying?
Do you have some man boobs yet?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Haven't I always had them?
Are you slapping them?
What?
Are you slapping them?
No. No, I was plugging my phone in.
It sounds like you were just like slapping titties. I didn't have a follow-up question.
I don't think that you have to do that.
Unless there are boobs in Airplane, and that's PG.
Well, like, they rated things much different back then.
Before Gremlins.
I think it was before Temple of Doom.
I thought Gremlins was the first PG-13.
It's possible Gremlins was the first PG-13 to come out after Temple of Doom.
I thought it came out before Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom is when they were like, oh, we need to have something a little more intense than just PG. But there's no boobs in this, so what's less than R? But there's a lot of random PG movies that had boobs in them that I don't think I ever expected. And my parents would be like, oh, this is a great movie. And they'd pop it in there and go, oh, boobs, watch out.
Are you talking about American only or like including British? Because I know like some of the Pink Panther movies have boobs, but it's different. Their rating system's a little bit different. They like boobs more. They want their kids to see boobs. But I've only seen...
It's possible with Pink Panther movies. I don't remember.
Besides, like, as far as American movies go, I only remember seeing boobs in Airplane.
I remember there was a movie called Valdez is Coming that my dad loved. And I thought that was only PG. But there were boobs in it. But they were, like, Native American boobs. So they're kind of like, yeah, these aren't really boobs.
Yeah, they don't count those.
Right.
Yeah. Because they're darker.
But yeah. But it was still weird.
They're not like, I guess they're less human boobs.
Which is crazy. Because they actually really are human boobs.
I know. I didn't realize that when I was a kid. And they're kind of sexier.
Yeah. But it was, like, weird because, like, my dad was like, oh, I love this movie. I'm going to show it to my kids. And we watched it, and we were like, whoa, wait a minute. And he was like, oh, I forgot about those.
Forgot about those
like,
sexy Indian boobs. Native American?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, I have to look up PG movies with boobs.
Seems like an interesting Google search, but enjoy.
What size were they?
I don't know, dude.
You got the D, double D,
C.
C.
Didn't count.
I don't actually know those sizes.
Oh. You don't?
Did you ever know the sizes of like your girlfriends?
Oh yeah.
I never knew. Never paid.
Oh.
I mean, they probably told me, and I immediately forgot. Like I never cared.
Oh, right on.
But I mean, I like them a lot. But it's weird that I never wasted space in my brain for that.
All right. You could write it down, like on your hand, like you always write everything down.
I haven't written anything on my hand in a decade and a half.
Well, I don't believe that, and so I don't think you're Scott Tyson. So I feel like maybe you're an alien who took over his body.
That would explain the weird phalanges.
Gross.
I don't know. What are alien body parts called?
I don't know.
What's an alien?
Tentacles?
Testicles? That would explain the testicles. Tentacles?
Tentacles?
That's what animals have? Sea animals. Do you think there's any animal that has?
Are you familiar with Graham Norton?
Yeah, we used to hang out.
He's hilarious, dude.
Wait, who's
used
Graham
to
Norton?
hang out? Graham Norton. He's got a British talk show, and he's super hilarious. And like everyone who comes on his show always ends up getting super drunk, and then they're super hilarious.
Is he the guy with? Are they always showing clips on like social media?
Yeah, he like sits in the chair with the cards and
The guy in the chair.
on the couch.
They're all in a chair.
Like, I know, but he's like on a chair facing everybody, like it's a swivel chair, and then he's got like a big TV behind him, and he's Irish but lives in London. And
he sounds British though, right? But there's like 3 people on the couch.
Yeah. It's like between like
story.
3 to 5 people. Yeah. And it's always like super uncensored, and they're always like drinking, and it's great.
I have seen some clips. In fact, the other day I was like, why does this guy keep popping up? Like, is he popular over there in British?
I love him.
Town?
I don't know. I've been watching him for years. He's fantastic.
Where do you watch him at?
On YouTube. Like a lot of his shows have been pirated onto YouTube.
Oh.
It's great. And I watch them. But like, he had saw an old clip today where Bradley, what's his name? The dude who was the chef in the one movie.
The chef? Jon Favreau?
No, Bradley.
Cooper?
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper.
And he was like talking about like his selfie that he took a few years ago, or it was like, you know, the famous selfie with him and like a bunch of people at the Oscars or whatever, or Golden Globes. He's like, oh, it's like the most famous selfie of all time. He's like, but now there's also a thing called nutscaping. And everybody's like, what is that? He starts scrolling through like all these like beautiful landscape pictures, but you could see like somebody's testicles like hanging down over the top of it. He's like, oh, look at the hair on that one.
They can show that on TV?
They can on British TV.
God, they have it so much better there.
like, you know, the testicles were all like blurred out. You could only kind of make out a little bit of hair, but like it was like a beautiful landscape in the background, and like sunsets and like fields and all this stuff, and like canyons, and then just like balls hanging.
I like that.
You figured you would.
Screensaver.
You should make that your. You can look it up. I'm sure it's still a website.
But I'd almost rather see the picture of someone perfectly trying to take the picture while holding their testicles above the camera.
I would assume they'd have to shoot like from behind their legs.
Oh, yeah. They should have one called buttscaping with like part of a butt in there.
I saw the one where Paul Rudd was making a butt out of his finger, which is pretty funny.
A butt out of his finger? A butt
so he'd
finger?
like put, like he'd take a picture of something, but then he'd like put his finger like right over the top of the camera so it looks like a butt crack. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, if anyone ever asks you to send sexy pics, you can just kind of do stuff with your fingers to make it look like a butt, crotch, or a butt. It's hard to make nipples though, unless you use real ones.
Well, how do you make a real nipple?
Gosh, how much time you got? How much money you got?
12. Oh, hey, by the way, I made a patent.
No, you didn't.
I did.
For your invention at the car factory?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. It just got published.
So that
That's
means
weird.
if other places use it, you get money?
I don't.
What? What's the point of a patent?
It goes to the company. They're paying, they give me $500 as like a, hey, thanks, friend. And now we will use your patent forever.
That's awful.
But I made one somehow, and that's crazy.
And now they can fire you.
All right.
I thought you, when you said patent, like you meant like Patton Oswalt, like they.
I have a Patton Oswalt at work.
Just like a chubby little guy that's like funny. They used to be funny.
Whoa, he used to be funny?
I'm sure he's still funny. His last 2 stand-up specials I did not like. They were not funny.
Maybe they weren't supposed to be.
Me.
Maybe you watched them on pretext.
A comedy special that's not supposed to be. That, we're joking, but that is common now.
A serious special?
Like the guy that did his stand-up special and he came out as gay, and like it's not funny. And then like other people that tell terrible stories that happen to them, they're like comedians that tell, I don't know. It's like, it's kind of becoming like a tiny little trend.
Is it maybe a dramedian instead of a comedian?
No, they're comedians because at the end of the show they jerk off on stage.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, it's
Huzzah!
weird. It's disgusting. I can't stand it, and I wish they wouldn't do it. I think it's offensive.
Whatever. You started it, probably.
I did. I'm the only one that does it.
You're gross.
I got like
Grossy
5 specials.
Josie.
They should have like horror comedians.
I'm sorry. Horror?
Horror.
Oh.
Horror. They should have horror comedians.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
I don't either. Just trying to invent something that I can say I invented, make a patent.
Patent on horror comedians or horror comedians?
How long does that patent last?
I don't know.
Because I thought with stuff like that, like, you know, after a year or 2 or 5, like anyone can use. And will you find out if anyone uses it, or you won't even know?
I have no idea. I literally have no idea what's going to happen with it.
Is it just the entire like part that you worked on? They put a patent on that whole thing, or was it a specific part of the car?
Well, I mean, it's more of an application that will be used in the vehicle.
Like an app on your phone?
Sort of, yeah. Yeah, basically. But it's like if you're out camping or hiking or doing whatever, the idea behind it is that you can set a timer in the vehicle to let it know that if, like, say you want to be out hiking for like 6 hours, but you don't return between like 8 and 12 hours or something like that. You set the timer for whatever you want it to be. Then the car will alert, you know, family member, friend, or emergency contact to let you know that, let them know that you have not returned to the vehicle.
Why don't you just call and tell them, like, hey, if I'm not done in like 7 hours, like, come check on me.
I guess people could do that, but a lot of people don't do that.
You didn't even think of that. I could
Huh?
have been in the meeting. You didn't even think of that. I could have been in the meeting. I've been like, we don't need this app. Just send them a text. One sentence.
Yeah, but a lot of people just are like, all right, I'm going to go hiking or something. But this way, like, there's an actual, like, alert from the vehicle letting people know that something's not right.
So you're
And
basically...
you can put in your, like, last area that you were planning on being, like if you're camping or hiking, you could be like, I'm hiking up this ridge.
So you're saving lives, basically.
That's the plan, yeah.
Wow. And did you come up with this idea?
Yes.
So you said, hey, I have this idea. Like, if people go hiking and, like, they fall off and die and bust their skull and there's blood everywhere and their eyeball falls out and like, brains
It was very specific about the eyeball, so that's good that you caught that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why you'd mention it unless you went into details about, like, the death, because it, like, we're just so desensitized. But anyway, you came up with that. We're so synthesized.
Synesthesia.
Is that a word?
Synesthesia is a word. I don't know if it's the one you're looking for, but it is a word, so good work.
Okay. I was just looking for a word.
Found one. Congratulations.
So was it in a meeting where they're like, all right, do you have any ideas? Or was it like, we need an idea? Or what? Were you just like, a light bulb came on and you were like, what if we do this? And you talked to your boss and they're like, holy shit. Or they're Japanese, so they'd say it like Japanese.
They had requested that we start coming up with ideas that could be patentable a couple years ago. It was one of the ones I came up with. And
is that a word?
Patentable? Patentable? Patentable?
Patentable?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, this is solid. This is good. This is something that we would want our company to do. And then a couple people took it and used it in a PowerPoint with management in Japan, and the Japanese team was like, whoa, this is great. Yeah, we like this a lot.
So it's your idea. Did you build it or did they build it?
We haven't built it at all.
So it's just the idea.
Correct.
All right. So
then the patent lawyers were like, oh, let's start working on creating an actual patent based on this. And so then I had to have patent meetings and worked on drawings with some people and came up with further ideas that could stem off of this original idea. And
when you have the meeting, can you just call it to your coworkers like a Patton Oswalt meeting? And when they say what, just be like, what? The patent meeting.
I guess I could do that.
Okay. My other question.
It's a little late. It's already been turned in.
You could say, like, can we have, like, an extra patent
Oswalt meeting?
And then you can go up to each person before the meeting and be like, oh, don't forget about the Patton Oswalt meeting.
I could I have Patton Oswalt come in and be like, oh, let's have my meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like a party to celebrate. Just be like, it's a patent meeting, and then they show up, and you're like, surprise,
it's Patton Oswalt.
So I have a
question.
question.
Silly now. You have a question about Patton Oswalt?
No, I have a question about patents. So I have a lot of great ideas.
Cool.
If I come up with an idea, could I be like a freelance person where I'm like, hey, I have this idea. just shoot me $500 if you like it. And you could be like the point person where I'll have like a list of ideas. I'll have like a bunch, not just like one little one.
So you have the ideas and I give you the money.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could take credit for it. It doesn't matter as long as we could split the money. Like you get like $5 and I'll get $4.95.
Oh, I don't know if I'll like just split it all.
Why? You're not doing anything. You're like handing them a piece of paper.
Doing all the meetings and
if I came up to you,
follow up and signing off on everything. And
if I came up to you and I was like, "Hey, I'll give you $5 to hand this piece of paper to that Japanese guy over there," would you say no? That's crazy.
If that's all it was, probably not.
Okay.
But I've had multiple patent meetings for like over a year to get this published.
Okay, so what do you think's a fair split?
$200 and $300?
I get $300.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
mean, I would have done it for like less, but
shit.
Yeah.
400, 100.
All right, maybe not that much. I'd do like $3.99, 101.
You want 101?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a pretty good deal.
Got yourself a deal.
Rock on. Hey, dude. I go to bed.
Yeah, it's late there. What time is it? 10:20?
10:20.
9:20 or 10:20?
10:20.
10:20. Yeah, it's 3 hours difference. It's 7:20 here.
Yep, that's still the case. That's what it's been the whole time I've been alive.
Really?
Yep.
I thought it used to be like a 30-minute difference.
I hope you and Loopster have fun at your orgy tonight.
Oh, we don't do that anymore.
Oh.
But we do go watch, but it's not like fun. We just like chaperones.
It's like science? Like you write a paper based on it, or?
No, like chaperones. Like sometimes people get out of hand.
Is that not what they're supposed to do? They're always supposed to be in hand?
There's like a lot of guys that are like really into fisting, and it gets
that
bad.
Is out of hand.
Yeah, it gets out of hand. Exactly.
Or that's in hand. I don't know.
It gets, yeah. Both of those work, I think.
That's fair.
Depending on how you fist.
Well, have fun using this recording for all of the wrong reasons, I guess.
I was just going to send it to the government.
I'm sure they've already heard all of this, since they're probably already spying on us as we speak.
No, actually, they don't.
Oh.
But they asked me specifically. They're like, all right.
So you're still a Navy man, huh?
I was born one and I'll die one.
Doing your spy coding.
Actually, I was just born one and I'll die one, but in between, I'm not going to do anything.
Oh, that's fair. How were you born a Navy man?
It was just kind of the way I came out. I looked like a sailor.
Nice.
Yeah, I had these like...
I have questions.
I had this like goop on my arm that looked like a... What are those things they throw in the water?
A buoy?
No, like that Popeye has tattooed on his arm.
An anchor?
Yeah.
Were you ever on a boat?
A boat? You don't really have to be on a boat in the Navy.
I'm so worried about what our Navy is doing.
I mean, they have these boats, but they're like, they have like wheels on them, so you can just drive them around. So I was on those boats, but we didn't need to anchor. We just put the brake on.
It's called a car.
Yeah, but they kind of look like a boat. Like they're big. I guess it's kind of like a bus. But
Wait, are you being serious right now? 'Cause I'm stressed.
But yeah, I was born like that, and like there was kind of goop on my head, like a sailor hat, and then I just want like a Navy funeral, but I don't like to do Navy stuff.
Wait, you want us to dump your body in the ocean? What?
Yeah, or like catapult it. I think they catapult bodies into the ocean.
Pretty sure that.
And they go, hooah.
How long were you in training? Did they actually train you?
Yeah, I actually was trained on the catapults, like how to shoot a body.
Whew. I'm excited about your book when it comes out.
That was the most exciting part, really. The rest of it's like pretty boring, like just like fighting people.
Yeah, did you fight a lot of people? I thought you just had to do push-ups.
Yeah, but while you're fighting.
You had to fight push-upping?
Yeah. Do you ever do that?
No.
No. It's like.
I wasn't in the Navy, Scott.
Really?
I wasn't in the Navy when I was like 35 years old.
I always thought you were for some reason.
Nope. That was just you.
You punch someone and then you do a push-up and then you get up and fight and then sometimes they hop on you and you have to do a push-up while they're on top of you. That's all the push-ups, but it's mostly just fighting.
That actually does sound a lot like the Navy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, like, they want us to do it without clothes on, but whatever.
Well, that actually does not sound like the Navy now that you said that.
Well, tomato.
I'm still excited about your book.
Okay. All right, well, it's nice chatting with you.
Nice chatting with you, Scooter Toots.
All right.
I hope I gave you everything that you needed for your recording.
Just the tip of the iceberg. This is just getting started.
I'm scared.
Well, you should be. All right. Well, tell your family.
Scoop your poop.
Tell your family hello.
I will. You tell your family hello.
Sound good.
I'll see you in the faraway timelands.
I'll see you in hell.
Whoa. Hopefully not today.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.